Hi everybody, welcome back to KO Crafts with Kelly. I'm Kelly and today is TMT, Teach Me Tuesday. Today I'm going to teach you this Tunisian smock stitch. I am in love with it. I am using the new yarn I talked about yesterday and I am absolutely loving this. It is turning out so cool. And I was up late last night because I just couldn't stop doing it and I'm just in love with how it's turning out. It is a little bit complicated to learn the beginning and ends at first. I did rip out quite a few rows, but once I got it, as you can see, I'm just moving right along. So I'm going to try and teach it to you today. I'm also going to put the written instructions on my Facebook page, which I will have the link to in the description box below. That way you can print it out and have it with you as you start to learn. Because like I said, the middle is the same. It's just knowing what to do at each end to finish it off. It's a 2-row repeat. So, once you get those done, you're going to pretty much have it. So let's begin. This stitch is worked in a set of 2. So you can do your chain however you want on an even number. So I'm going to do 12 for this demonstration. And as you can see, I've already chained my 12 because pretty much everybody knows how to do a chain. So for the first row, sorry, let me get my camera more so I'm not off focus. Okay, the first row is your basic Tunisian stitch where you're just going to pull up 1 thread in each loop. So that's just your basic stitch. This I taught at the very beginning of the month, and it's just going in, pulling up a thread, and leaving it on your hook. And you're going to do this all the way to the end. And I'm sorry, I don't know how to stop and go on my videos, so you're going to have to just hang with me as I get there. Okay. And then once you get your stitches on, every row coming back is going to be the same. You're just going to go through your first one, get back in focus here, and then pull through 2 all the way back. Okay. This is the only time you're going to do this basic. The pulling off, I'm sorry, I'm going to confuse you. The pulling off you're going to do every time. Okay. So if that was confusing, just ignore that last sentence. So, all right. Goodness. Sorry, I've been super busy today. I've got a sick boy, so I've been shampooing carpets and all that stuff. So, okay. So your first row is just your basic Tunisian stitch. Okay, now for row 2 and every other row then from now on, you're going to always wrap from the front. Okay, so row 2, you're going to wrap from the front. I always hold it with my finger. You're going to skip this first bar because that's this stitch. Okay, you're going to go in to the next 2 bars like so. You're going to let your thread fall in front. I always hold it with my thumb, makes it easier. You're going to wrap your yarn, pull it through those 2 loops, okay? So then you're going to have this bar here, which is supposed to be there, and you're going to have 2 loops. Now, for every stitch all the way to the very end, you're going to wrap front to back and front to back. So you're going to wrap it twice, okay? And what this is going to do is it's going to keep your number of stitches as you work through each double bar. So you're going to go through 1, 2 bars. You're going to let your thread fall down to the front. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to wrap it. I'm going to pull it through those 2. And then I'm going to kind of give it a tug just to kind of get it so it's an even row. Okay. So you're going to wrap 1 and wrap 2 from the front to back. Go through 2 bars. Let it fall to the front. Hold it with your thumb. Wrap and pull it through. And then kind of pull it up so that it's a nice even stitch. Okay. Now if you forget and you go back to front, you're going to know, because when you get to those stitches, there's nothing to fall in front. And you're going to be like, oh, whoops. So then you got to unwrap it. Okay. So that's a good indicator of that you did it wrong. So you're going to go front to back, through the 2 bars. hold it with your thumb and pull it through, and then I just kind of give it a little tug to kind of get it even, okay? Now you're going to go front to back, go through your 2 bars, let it fall to the front, hold it with your thumb, wrap it and pull it through, and then kind of adjust. Okay, now you're going to have 1 stitch left, okay? But if you count your stitches, you're going to have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I started with 12. So if I just do a normal stitch here, that's only going to give me 11. So I've got to make up that other lost stitch. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring your thread over to the front. You're going to hold it with your finger. You're going to go through 2 bars here. Not just the one like normal. Okay? Keep holding that. Don't let it fall to the front. Just keep holding that. Wrap your yarn, pull it through, and then you can let go. Now, if you forget to do the 2 at the end, it's not going to be a disaster, but let me show you. Because I forgot once, okay, when I did this. And see how these all look like a stitch? And then I have this here that looks way out. That's because I forgot a stitch. Now, I did not go back and fix it because I'm going to put a border on this because it's a baby blanket. So, but this is why you want, I should have caught this. Let's see if I can get you to see it. I should have caught this second thread right here. And then that would have made it like another stitch. Because see how these all look like knit stitches here. Okay, so that's just an FYI. I mean, it's up to you what you want to do. But that's why you catch the 2 at the end, okay? So now you should have the same amount of stitches as you cast on. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's what I started with, okay? So then you're going to just do the normal, taking it off. 1 round, yarn over through 1, and then yarn over through 2 all the way back. Okay? All right, there you go. And there is row 2. Doesn't look like much yet, but it will, trust me. Okay, now for row 3, let me stop here and show you something here. Okay, now, as you can see on this one, okay, it's every other, it's kind of like a zigzag, okay? So you took the 2 here, and then the next one you took 2 here. Okay, so when you're working, you want to make sure that you've got 2 and 2 and 2. You don't want them stacked on top. So that'll help you know if you're getting into the right stitches. Okay, so to get that to do that, okay, now see how I've got like a V right here? Okay, I'm going to want to split those into my next V's. So to do that for row 3, I'm going to front to back twice. I'm going to skip this one, and I'm going to skip this one. The reason I know to do that is because if I just start like I did row 2 and go in here, I'm going to have the same V on top. And you'll get that as you do this more. So for row 3, I'm going to skip the starter. I'm going to skip the next one with 2 wraps. I'm going to go into this one, and then I'm going to go into this one, okay? And then I'm going to let it come to the front, and I'm going to pull it through. And then as you can see, it's taking 1 from each of the V's before and making a new V, okay? So you're going to wrap to the front to the back again. I'm going to come, and you can always pull it out a little bit just to kind of give you an idea. So I'm going to go in the first half of the last V, and then I'm going to come into here, and you always want to go over, you're going to have this bar here, you always want to go on top of it, okay? Let these fall to the front, yarn over, and pull through, and then just kind of tug and get it going, see? And now as you can see, I'm making V's above the old V's. So wrap twice, front to back, go in this one, and go in this one. Let it come to the front, yarn over, and pull through both loops. Okay, and can you see how that's doing? I got a V here, and now I've just made a V here out of the 2. So front to back twice, through this loop, through this loop, let it drop to the front, yarn over and pull through. Okay, now the row 3, I skipped 2 at the front and now I've got 2 at the back. Okay, but if you count your stitches, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I've only got 9, so I need 3 stitches, but I've only got 2 left. So to get that extra stitch, we're going to pull it over and hold it like we did the end of row 2. We're going to go into 1, just the 1 loop, continue to hold that there, yarn over, pull it through, let it go. Then on the last one, we're just going to do a regular Tunisian stitch through 2 bars. Okay, see how I got the 2 bars at the end? I'm going to just yarn over and pull through. Now if you count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, I'm back where I started. Okay, and now I'm going to just yarn over and pull through all the way to the end. If I can get my things to hook. Okay, yarn over, pull through. All right, and I do apologize for me having trouble staying in focus and stuff. I need to get a camera. I'm trying to do this on my phone, and so I have a very small work area. So if anybody out there who has a YouTube channel can recommend a camera or a better way to do this, I am all ears. So there you have done 1 complete repeat. Okay, so now the other rows are going to be just like this. So we're going to be back to row 2, and as you can see, I've got a V here. So if I go through this one and this one, I'm going to make a V. So I'm only going to wrap front to back once. I'm going to go through 2 loops, let that fall to the front, pull through 2 loops. Then I'm going to run front to back twice, and I'm going to continue on down the row like that. Okay, and then as you can see, it's going to start another row. The screen, I guess, isn't really showing you very well. I hope you guys understand and can see what I'm doing. Front to back, through 1 and through 1. Drop it to the front, hold it, pull it through, front, front, 1, 2, drop it down to the front, yarn over, pull it through, 2 wraps, front to back, through and through. You can find it, there it is. Okay, and just as I only skipped the 1 bar at the beginning here, I'm only going to have 1 left here at this end. Okay, but I need to make a stitch. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This one would make 11. So I'm going to just wrap it over the front. I'm going to go into the 2 bars in the back. That. I'm going to continue to hold that, pull it through and up, and there you go. You just completed. And you take them all off, and then you'll do a repeat of row 3. And like I said, I will put the instructions. I'm going to try and start a file on my Facebook page for all the instructions for Stitch of the Week, and try to have them in writing so you can print them out, keep them with you. That way, as you go, you can look and, just kind of keep track. Are you repeating row 2, repeating row 3? And, help get that start going. Okay. Now, you're also going to know if you do the ends wrong. See how right now they're all pretty straight? Okay. It's going to look wanky, because trust me, I did one wrong and I had this big, sorry, get rid of that. I had this big divot here because I did 2 row 3s in a row. Okay. So let's see if I can get this closer. So as you can see, it's like, I just think this stitch is beautiful. And like I said, it's working up amazing in this color. And it's not super thick, because you can see it's got some holes in it if you get up really close, but you can't see them, So it's just really soft, really lightweight. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. My only problem is going to be trying to come up with a border for this. So if you guys have any ideas, I'd love it in the comments. Um, let me move this back and then you can see more. So, but I'm really loving this. So, um, like I said, I will put the written instructions on my Facebook page. Hopefully you guys will come over, check it out. If you do something with this stitch, I'd love to see pictures of it. Anything you got, the page right now is just going to be, you guys got a question for me, put it on there. You got a stitch you're working on, but you can't quite figure it out, let me know. I'll be more than happy to try and teach it. But I just want to have fun. I want to see your guys' stuff. I don't want this all to be about just me showing and telling and nothing coming back. So, I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. I will be back. I'm not sure if it'll be tomorrow or Thursday. I got some wonderful yarn in the mail yesterday and I want to show it to you guys. So I will be back either Wednesday or Thursday to do a unboxing. I got 2 knit crates and then I can't remember the other. So I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. God bless and enjoy your day.